Do we all remember the time when going to the market or the mall, all we cared about were the toys and plushies on the stalls? Or that man selling pink cotton candies ringing a bell? Or do we remember the time crying out so loud when Mummy Papa said no to something? The time when we were all at the peak of our attitudes, not caring, or rather not aware of the troubles of this world. And at present, can we see ourselves drifting apart from our authenticity, changing and adjusting to the world, and not being able to do anything about it? Well, speaking of my childhood, not a single child, but still a single child. Creating a world of my own and being lost in it, and then being scolded at, Stuthi, kahan khoi padi ho? You're always lost somewhere. Perhaps it was reality that I wanted to escape. Afraid of making friends because there was constant fear of being abandoned. But obviously, this trick wouldn't work as I stepped up in classes, right? So the nearest option visible to me was to not being friends with everyone, but still be at their service. Yes, just what you're thinking about, a people pleaser. Stuthi, could you do my work? Stuthi, could you take the blame? Stuthi, how do I look? Yeah, you look gorgeous. And once I mustered up the courage to ask a question myself, what about me? How do I look? You look okay. Stuthi this, Stuthi that, Stuthi, shut up. I was tired of it. Gradually, I stopped all of it. And once they realized that I wasn't at their service anymore, we never liked her anyways. What's up with her eyes? She doesn't even look Indian. Look at the gap between her teeth. And I replied with, Jo bolta hai, wahi hota hai. Same to you, back to you. I mean, what better comeback do you even expect of a third grader? Well, even if I said I didn't care, oh, I did. A lot. And this insecurity, it continued with me at least till 6th grade. I stopped smiling altogether. And when I did, I had my lips clenched together so that my gap wasn't visible. But as they say, time heals all. Because by 9th grade, I genuinely didn't care. What I noticed is that if you go up to someone who is comfortable in their own skin and tell them that they're ugly, that comment is just gonna poof. It's just gonna bounce off them. It's not gonna affect them. It's like going up to Dwayne Johnson and telling him, I liked you better when you had hair. You think he cares? You actually think he's gonna go up to the mirror and be like, man, gotta grow some hair out here. No, right? He knows that he's got enough women simping on him to tell him that he looks dashing every single day. He knows that it's his truth that makes him the rock. I'm aware that when I smile with this gap right here, I add a smile to the ones around me. Come on, guys. Can I get a smile, please? I'm smiling for you. Yes. I've got enough people to tell me that my smile is beautiful and that my eyes are gorgeous. Isn't even the thought of it just hilarious? Someone else giving their opinion on what I can do. Okay, guys, here's a question. What will your first step be when reclaiming your authenticity? Coming clean to yourself? See, I'm someone who believes that if you can face criticism with even a gist of self-truth, dear audience, you're right here. You're already halfway through this road of attaining your authenticity back. Well, what we don't understand is that our entire lives that we spent absorbing the blame and the shame of the society and releasing it back out, that life is gonna go, oh no, reverse. All that self-realization that we shoved aside while playing all perfect, ouch, has gotta hurt. So this is the stepping stone, isn't it? A stone where all of us trip at least once. Coming back to me, in 8th grade, I joined social media, a completely different drama now. Damn, she's got the ideal hourglass body. Look at me, gaining all that weight. How does his life look so perfect? And me, getting into some or the other kind of the trouble. Am I the problem? Am I the one doing all of this wrong? What we don't understand is that social media, it's two-sided. One side is all happy, 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 yeah? It's all sunshine and sunflowers. Basically, it's fake. While the other side of it shows the anger, the deceit, the depression, the pressure, all that disappointment that you've faced. But we're aware of this, aren't we? We're aware of this two-sided nature of social media, right? But do we not still find ourselves entangled in these chains that seem unbreakable? Okay, I want you to imagine this. Imagine a jail, a prisoner, with lots of chains and tons of flowers. Isn't that us? Isn't it each one of us right here in this room? Prisoners to social media, thinking that's just the beauty of it. Well, what is the point of hurting yourself? Not realizing that the acceptance of the imperfect is a unique perfection defined by each of us on our own. I remember surviving that period when not eating was the trend. Yeah. Videos of random girls being able to pass through the gap between two railings was a sign of the ideal body. Before I move forward, a question. A question that we need to ask ourselves every single time we face the mirror, shaming ourselves. Who defines it? Who defines the beauty standard? Who defines the word ideal in the term ideal body? Is it me? Is it you? Anyone in this room who has defined on the universal beauty standard? I mean, I don't remember sitting in biology class learning that the arm is supposed to be 13 centimeters, waist less than 25 centimeters, and that your nose is supposed to be rounded. See, I am not beautiful because I'm told that. I'm beautiful because I know it. And is that not enough? A friend of mine, who clearly skipped her meals, once started flexing about how snatched her waist is. Honestly, just a glance at her face, and you'll know how much she was suffering on the inside. Seeing that was honestly heart-wrenching. I realized how much the world has failed so terribly that this kind of a beauty standard has been normalized. Now, before any of you think that I'm body shaming, let me be very clear. The problem here is not that she's skinny and that she accepts herself with that. The problem is that she wants to be skinny because she thinks that social media accepts her that way. Now, look at the irony. My very own best friend, trapped in this game. She's got the ideal height, the ideal body, and the perfect body proportions. One day, we're on this call, and she cries out, "Stuthi, look!" Like, what? Are you okay? Yeah, I got to be the fattest girl in class. Acha, okay. While I, on the other side of the call, am munching on nachos with lower belly fat, arm fat, and thigh fat, which, by the way, some call thick, but let's be honest, people. Now, this lovely friend of mine is inspired by this celebrity with over a million of followers, who publicly promotes surgery to the natural body. Truth be spoken, I'm genuinely worried about the kinds of decisions that she might make in the near future about her body. See, now the internet puts us in such a state where we don't see that, or we feel that we're trapped. We're lost. We feel it's too late to turn back now. Imagine losing all the friends and acquaintances that you made during this short period of playing pretend. Or having to start from scratch. Sheh, I finally climbed up the social ladder. It's too late for me to turn back now. Nana Baba, I'm not taking the risk. I'll fall down. I'll get hurt. There's constant fear. Now, to understand this better, let's equate fear with a wall. Yes? Now, this wall of fear is just that much. But the personalities that we have been weaving since our childhood convince us that this wall right here touches the skies and that you'll never be able to walk past it. So how about we all take a deep breath and take a break from trying to please everyone in the room. Go easy on yourself and for once ask ourselves this: what is my truth? When, where, and to what did I lose myself to? And my friend, the answer to that is right in front of you. Reflect. Reflect upon your entire life and see if acting all Miss Perfect ever allowed you any peace. Did comparing yourself with other lost individuals as yourself do you any good? Because believe me, the world that waits for you behind this wall, it's a whole new world. Nah. What's new about this world? Everything's rather the same. The same friends, same teachers, same everything. So what changed? The way we perceive the world. We give it a new meaning and ourself a new purpose. Now our goal is not to be the best person in the room, rather it's to be the better human who now inspires all the others who go through what you once did. That is all from my end. Thank you for being such a lovely audience. Have yourself an authentic day ahead.